right, Shalom Vakim starts the lesson. I do want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Kakadash, the one-star apostle and elders of great Muslim that taught us truth. Peace and blessings to sincere Hakims. Okay, I'm the Reggie Raw RER from the Great Western Miami camp. And I come back to the spirit power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to make another lesson. Okay, and in this lesson, I'll be going to how persecution is coming. Brothers, keep watch, be vigilant. Okay, seeing at the times we're in, seeing that things are starting to get more and more dangerous, persecution is going to come. All right, and also us as men of the Lord, be vigilant as well. Okay, not trying to be in la la land or not having your head on the swivel, because that's been the tone of the spirit lately. Brothers being more focused and brothers being more vigilant through the spirit, and we are to abhor and listen to what the spirit is trying to say. Okay, for us to remain more vigilant, more on point, even more on point. I know brothers was already on point before, but even keeping your head on a swivel when you're on the highways and byways. Okay, because understand that we are giving our bodies as a living sacrifice for Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Okay, and within that, anything can happen, man. Okay, anything can happen, but if it can be prevented, brothers can be on point and watch. All right, then that would be good as well. But if it's the Lord's will to have something happen on the highways and byways, then let the Lord's will be done. Okay, but as us being brothers in this thing, man, it was a video I was watching earlier of the brothers when they're holding posts to be more circumspect, to be more vigilant, Okay, keep your eyes open, not being distracted or, not being on your phone is just too much. Because understand that, when you are holding posts, you are as well protecting the brother who is not holding posts, to a brother that may be bringing out precepts. They can't see to the left, to the left of them. Okay, well, they can, but it's out of peripheral view. While you are in that direction, be on the watch, man. Don't be on social media, okay, or on your phone or all these things. There's a brother from Atlanta that was going into that. Okay, you are supposed to be your brother's keeper. You being your brother's keeper, that's part of that, man. Okay, if your brother is preaching, all right, and when you're holding posts, hold posts, man. Hold posts and be vigilant, because now persecution to come, people getting crazy, our spirits are roused up. Okay, technically anything can happen on the highways and byways. Right, but this is Romans 12:1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. That's right, man. We are putting our bodies out there as a living sacrifice, man. We do know that the Lord guides us when we go, that the Lord guides us when we do go on highways and byways. But that doesn't mean to be all willy-nilly. All right, just, la la land, and thinking that nothing could ever happen to you. All right, but you're not taking heed to what the brothers are saying, that, that are above us. Something gonna happen to you, man. You're supposed to be your brother's keeper. You're supposed to have your eyes on lock, man, on everything. Okay? Scriptures talk about perilous times, and I'm gonna grab it too. Okay? We are living in some perilous times. And when you go into the world, perilous meaning hard to bear. Okay, we are living in some, we are going to go into some hard times, man. All right, some difficult times. So brothers, keep your watch. Have your heads on the swivel, so to say. All right, like I was saying. If brothers are, chiming in on that and, making a point about that, then, you should abhor to that, man. You shouldn't be mad at certain things or whatnot. No, man. Okay? You should listen, man. Because, if if you say you believe if you say you believe in the Lord, and you believe that the brother next to you is serving the Lord, then what that brother is saying, especially if he's older, you're gonna take heed, man. You're not gonna buck up at it. All right, you already gonna know that it's not him speaking. It's Yahweh Shemiah Shai that's speaking. Okay, but this is 2 Peter 3, verse 1, and it says this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. That's right, man. For men shall be lovers of themselves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And that's right, man. People, this is the conditions that the people are going to be in these times, man. All right, and us as men of the Lord, us as prophets, we are to say these things before. We've been saying these things before, man. Our scriptures tell us that it's going to be a time like never before, man. Okay, and I'm gonna grab that too. In Matthew 24 verse 21, it says, Matthew 24 verse 21, and it says, "For then shall be great tribulation, For then shall be great tribulation, since such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be." That's right, man. It's going to be like a time like never before. But even before Jacob's trouble comes, things are going to build up to that, man. Okay, things are going to build up to Jacob's trouble, man. Okay, the riots. Okay, uproars in the people. Okay, these things are going to happen before Yahweh Shemiah Shai comes back, man. All right, and we were warned of these things. Okay, but you being a prophet of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, you being on the highways and byways, people gonna look at you like you the bad guys anyways, man. They look at they look at us like we the bad guys right now. All right, that what we saying is wrong, and we shouldn't be out here in the highways and byways. Okay, we should be doing other things, but the Lord got us out here, man. Okay, the Lord got us out here prophesying. Okay, telling the people to repent. Okay, but you on them highways and byways. Okay, nobody likes hearing that they shit stink. So people are going to get offensive. People are going to start to get more crazy. What happened recently? Something so slight. Low and their brother is okay. All right, but we can use that example, man. Okay, use that example to be even more diligent, more on point, like we already was, man. Okay, taking these things and applying it in our daily life. It don't only have to be at camp. Whether you driving or you parked up somewhere or you going out this place, seeing how somebody's moving, all right, peeping how they moving, and getting yourself out of there. Scripture say that a wise man seeth the evil and hiding himself, man. And I'm gonna grab that too. Okay, because we are living in some perilous times, man. Stay on watch, brothers. Be on point, man. There you go. Proverbs 27 and verse 12, and it says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." That's right, man. Okay, a prudent man. And I'm going to get the definition of prudent. Prudent means acting or showing care and thought for the future. And adjective, it says wise, well judged, well advised. Okay, that's what it means to be prudent, wise, man. Using the wisdom of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Okay, when you out and about, when you go on places, man. Okay, so you don't get caught by a fucking random, man. All right, and even going to when you're on the highways and byways, being using wisdom. If you're not the speaker of that day, hold post, man. Bring out your 1-2 precepts. Don't say too much, but hold post, man. Watch out for the wicked niggas. These wicked niggas, man. Okay, and as well as these other people, drunk people, homeless people. All right, agents that may seem drunk but they're not drunk. All right, trying to disrupt the what we got going on. All right, take heed to what's going on, man. Be aware of your surroundings. All right, now not being so lackadaisical, thinking that nothing can ever happen to you, and if something happened to you, now you caught by surprise. All right, and that's the last thing that we want to do is be caught by surprise because we weren't paying attention. Because once you get caught by surprise, you're gonna wish that you was paying attention, man. Okay, you gonna wish that you had your eyes on the swivel, watching your surroundings. All right, that's what we gotta do as men of the Lord, man. As prophets, prophets. That's what we do. What we said before. All right, but as well as doing that, when we're on highways and byways, it's seeing things and seeing them before, man. Hey, brothers, hey, watch out for this nigga right here, man. And all it takes is that, and broken black the water, brother. Keeping us all on point, man. Because what that's doing, that's helping the ministry, man. That's helping the body. You're not allowing the speaker to get off track to go look to see if somebody gonna sneak behind him, but he trusting you to do that, man. Your brother is trusting you to be on point to watch, man. So keep watch, brothers. Okay? But yeah, Alkim, this was a lesson that was inspired by me. Okay, dude by the Spirit, Yahweh Shema Shai, and what's being, put out. All right? Brothers need to be more on point. Okay, brothers, we need to be more vigilant. Okay, watching their surroundings, man. All right, because we are living in some bad times, man. All right, and it's only the beginning. All right, so Lord, we was edified with that. I do want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Shai by Hashem, Kakadash, that one star apostles, and of the great millstone that taught us his truth. Peace and blessings to the sincere alchemists. With that, I want to say, Shalom.